Anytime, any day. Why not right now? Stop looking up to your boss and start being your own boss. Don't work for paychecks. Work for dreams with no regrets. This is Cracking the Entrepreneur Code. If you have the passion, we'll create the blueprint. Now, your host. You know him from his 7 tips to build the business you always wanted, and now you're about to hear a lot more. Jack H.M. Wong.
Part 2. Okay. Now, Kenneth will continue the story of the mindset. So refer to what we have talked about. Like most people are afraid of sell or actually approach to people to sell something. But Kenneth has, because of his years of experience, has been able to overcome that easily, and he says that actually selling is really nothing, right? I believe. So I don't know. So let's Kenneth continue the story.
Okay, so in fact, I would not say selling is nothing. I would say that because on part 1, I've shared that like for me as a fashion designer to become a media salesperson, it was a transition, and to me it was almost impossible because I would be thinking that why is the company, the publishing house, they are so confident that I can be a salesperson because they have this sales training that basically put us, I would say the fundamental of that sales training is the mindset. Putting to us that selling is a day-to-day life. Selling is natural to us. In fact, ever since you are born as a baby, you already know how to sell. Why? Because a baby, all they know is to cry, right? So when they cry, they are selling something. They want a request for something. And the parent will attend to them and buy their idea of, I need milk. I need to change my diaper. I'm not feeling comfortable. So basically, it's in our natural self. And as we grew up in school, we went to school, we study, and we need to sell ourselves to the teachers, like being a good boy, even to our parents. We need to be good so that we will have maybe a bigger Christmas present. These are all natural to us, but people do not realize that all these are not really classified as selling, but it's a form of you convincing someone to buy your idea, which is that mindset. It's not about transactional. Like as we grew up into teenage, we like this lady, we like this girl, and we want to chase this goal. What we need to do, we need to up ourselves. We need to groom ourselves with good hairstyle and stuff like that. We need to wear nice, or we need to talk nicely. And this is a form of marketing ourselves. We are packaging ourselves. And when we approach the lady, we need to ask for the number. We need to ask for the name. All this, you are already a first step into selling, is to build relationship. So this is very natural to us. And when we grew up, when someone sells us something, we feel that, hey, it's so awkward. Why are you selling me something? I don't want to buy anything. In fact, in our life, we always buy. We buy people's opinion. We buy people's ideas. We buy a lot of stuff. We even buy someone who looks so pretty. Like for me, I would say that in the journey of growing up, I learned how to package myself. I learned how to groom myself with this hairstyle, with these glasses. Like, in fact, I wore these glasses throughout my whole media sales, in my first media sales. In the past, I was wearing just normal eyewear or glasses. But because these white frame glasses, right, let my clients remember me for life because they have not seen anyone with a white frame glasses in their whole entire, maybe a salesperson, I would say. So when I was there, other than my glasses, it was every time when I go down to my client's place, I'll buy my favorite egg tart to their place. So they will remember. They don't remember my name, it's okay. They don't remember what I'm selling from which company, it's okay. They remember my white frame glasses. They remember my egg tarts. Because as long as you get the attention. So selling is basically getting attention from the other party. So going back to about selling, about advertisement. So for me, when I know advertisement is something that you cannot hold, I would say intangible, something that people feel that why would I want to buy advertisement space? But if you realize what are the benefits, what does the magazine give you? The magazine, like for Motherhood magazine, it gives you the audience, the readers, their parents. And if you are selling something that's valuable, let's say diaper, Do you want to go to uncle aunties, like the uncle aunties in coffee shop, or you want to go to the parents who's expecting they need diapers? So who do you want to go to? And as a magazine, we have that readership back then, like about 10 years ago. We have that readership where magazine, newspaper, traditional media are still very I would say in demand. So in that case, who would you? Because for the magazine, we have that value. We have that, like we will say that, we have 30,000 magazines circulating all around Singapore. Would you want to come into us since you are selling kids baby products or milk powders or necessity that the baby needs? Do you want to come to us, or you want to go to the masses where you can reach out to more people, but they are not your target audience? So this is the value that the magazine gives. And I would say that for me as advertising sales, I would have to believe that I have this audience. And that's where consuming the content in the magazine helps a lot, because with all this information, your clients will feel that, hey, you know your stuff. Hey, you know that about motherhood. Although I'm a man, I'm a guy, although I'm a husband, daddy to be, but I know all this knowledge of pre and postnatal depression. I know about breastfeeding, engorgement, and all that stuff. Then they'll be thinking, hey, why is a man knowing this? Oh, he's serious in his work. He knows his stuff. And this is the belief, because first thing first, like I say, the belief has to start from yourself that you can do sales, you can sell something. And especially if you are a business owner, you need to have the art of selling. You need to gain the attention from your clients or your prospect or your investor. Then you have to propose to them what they have to gain. So that is the belief, and not just believe in yourself. You have to believe in your product or services that you're selling, or even the book that you are publishing. So that is the number one thing that a lot of people that I see over, I would say, the past 1 year in our community of authors or authors to be, is that they don't believe in themselves. The number one thing is they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that they can do it. In fact, I would say our publisher has laid out everything in step by step in module, that even a coach that is attached to you to learn about Fundit. And I would say a lot of them did not even touch on that, did not even go through the modules, don't even go through the materials, because the first thing first, they already stop at their own home ground, which is themselves. You don't talk about their book, you don't talk about their products and services. The number one key thing is themselves. A lot of they can't win themselves. So if you can't win yourself, how would you be able to win the trust of your clients or your prospect or even your investor? Why would they want to park your money over here? So if you come from an investor point of view, or someone who's going to buy this product, if you yourself as a person who don't believe in yourself and your product, why would I park my money with you? It could be like $10, it could be like $20. Why would I want to park my money? If you don't, it doesn't matter. So it's about the trust, and a lot of times, a lot of us buy things on impulse, or we buy things because we like the salesperson. The product may be crappy, but we like the person, we like that connection, we like that vibe that the salesperson. Kenneth, your glasses very nice. Wow, your hair style very nice. But you know that it's not real. It's just sales talk, but you feel good. Sales is about making people feel good. It's like in a relationship. If you make the lady that you like so much or you admire so much to gain the attention, you need to say all these things, right? Like both of us, we are husband. How we got our wife. It's through all these things. We know what they like. We make them happy, and when they are happy, the likeness of us, or they will start to like us more. And when they start to like us more, they will buy into our ideas, or maybe into marriage, even into courtship and stuff like that. So you have to see it as sales is very natural. It's about gaining attention, and also first things first, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? And this is the I would say the number one hurdle even for salesperson. A lot of salesperson, they don't believe in themselves that they could sell something. Like if let's say, because advertisement space is so intangible, you don't feel it, you don't see it, and sometimes, to be frank, I don't even know how I managed to do it. and you see, don't talk about advertisement. I believe that a lot of us, we have those street promoter. They will have this super mob, and the mob is just ordinary mob, but they can talk, they can say until the mob is so nice and whatever, and a lot of auntie uncles will start buying. Why? Because they make the buyer feel good. They make auntie, you must have this. You make this ready, then your winkles will not have a lot, because this one will help you to do less work. Stuff like that. So they know what the other party needs to hear. So first thing first, believe in yourself. Then next, then you can make your clients believe, or your potential clients believe, that they will gain something out from your product and services. So I would say the posture and also the belief in your product, then and how it can bring value to your sponsors or investors. So I would say that the mindset is very, very, very important, very crucial before you even move to other parts of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I always tell people that 80% of the psychology, 80% of the sales process is basically psychology. It's about yourself, about how you build yourself the confidence. Like you kind of make a very good point. In fact, I would say that this thing about like you don't believe in yourself, I have been saying the same thing like in the last 7 days. I would say I've repeated the same statement to my clients, to my students again and again and again. The reason why I say this is that while you can say anything under the sun, you can craft a very nice speech to sell something. But the moment you start off the pitch by saying that, well, you know what, subconsciously, I actually don't believe what I'm doing. Then what's the point of delivering this pitch? Because the other guy can feel it. I mean, you're talking to not kids. These are adults.
Human beings.
So subconsciously, they will feel it, they can smell it, they can say, why? I just feel that something is missing. So the person will just walk away. So to me, mindset, believe in ourselves, believe in the product that we are offering is very crucial. So now that you truly believe that, this advertising route is a good way to get your book funded. So how do you approach your sponsor? Where do these sponsors from? Where are they from actually?
I would say that it can be anybody. After doing it for the past 1 year, approaching so many people, I would say that practically any human being. Why would I say that? Because there's different categories. Definitely you will go to the main call, which is like my mompreneurs, because I need to interview them. So in fact, our publisher did share with us the steps. So one way, I need content for my book. So I would in fact, in Mother Industries, I've interviewed 15 mompreneurs. I featured their stories together with my framework of observation along in the past 9 years, and what I derive with and embodies together. So on that part is you have to find the core people, and the core people are people who I interview, because a book that someone's belief has to be a subject in the book.
That's right.
So which is my mompreneur. But I would, because I need to interview them. I need to get the content. I need to get their insights of how they perfectly balance their motherhood and business. So I need to interview. But genuinely, I just want to interview them because their stories are very inspiring. After I have all the stories, all the content, they are willing to be featured, to be interviewed. Then next step is you have to check whether will they be interested to move a bit further to even leverage on this platform, because of the value that is being given. Other than their own story, there are also other mompreneur story that is going to inspire the readers, and the readers will be the target audience. Definitely, the main core people will be your target audience. Anybody who is servicing your target audience. Like for my target audience are mothers who are expecting and mothers who have babies up to 2 years old. So this will be the category which we classify as pre and postnatal or new parents. So this will be this category. So with this category, I would have to sieve out to see who are my clients and whether do they serve this community. And definitely mothers in particularly, I would share with them because of the vision that I'm casting out to them. And because I believe that this book will have a lot of value for a lot of mothers who want to step into entrepreneurship, or they will want to find a better way out. So this book is like a solution for them. It's like a guidebook to them. So this is where I will sell to or to share with the mompreneurs, because they are mothers first thing. If they buy it, they buy it. If they don't, it's okay. We still keep the relationship. But I would say that there's different tier because the initial part of sponsoring is just a part of the whole, I would say, the whole authorship program. Because to get advertisers in so that there will be people to come in to support, at least your books looks better. Let's say I have, like currently I have an education sponsor, and I have a DNA sponsor, a client who's in doing with DNA, a sponsor. I have a photography that is big into family photography, maternity photography and all that. So with all these players coming in, I have to share with them that what are the mileage. So that's where the marketing platform comes. So for example, for my book, the angle that I share with them is that, okay, you see, now the market is very noisy because everybody is bombarding the parents with a lot of information. But what if today now with this niche market, and I will be doing workshop, I will be doing a seminar, I'll be tying up with this parenting club. So which is targeted. But for you to go into the parenting club, you may not be able to. You might need to spend some money. But if you spend this money with me, right, with me as authority in the market, I'm able to hold workshops, seminar. My target audience are basically your customers. So if after they read my book or they see my book, they will know that, hey, this photography is with Kenneth Chu, author of Mother Industrialist. Hey, so if he is working with this partner, he must have tried this partner a lot. And furthermore, this partner story is inside the book. And I'm so inspired by this mother who started this business because of her passion in photography. So these are the angles that I'm sharing with them, that they will be inspired. And rather than you going out to like a machine gun to spread all your ads all around, why not you focus on here? And it's more engagement, more inspiring, and for a better cause. So rather than you going out to the masses, spending so much money, you may not know the ROI. Why not you focus on here and engaging or even sponsoring for the ad for a book is for a lifetime, as long as it go for reprint and reprint and reprint. And my book, I position it as it's not just local, it's going to be international. It's a matter of time that your business will grow international. So it's about the positioning that you have. And I would say that go to people who are the core first and stand in the shoes of themselves. What will make them interested? Like there's different clients, I would say different clients or different prospects. I use different methods because there's no one size fits all. Like the photography client may be more skewed towards artistic, more into maybe, I want a more maybe more atas group or middle group and above. You have to use another strategy or another proposal. And for someone who want to just support, you don't have to say a lot of things. So there's different strategy, and definitely you have to get the interest. So for example, like for the core, I would say the core group of prospect of potential sponsor, you would have to, I would say there's different tier. Definitely you have your own basic package that you have to propose. And if they find it that they are not coming in, most of them will say, I don't think I will come in, I'll give it a miss. But a lot of salespeople, a lot of a lot of authors will stop there and say, okay, that's the end of this conversation or this proposal, and that's the end. But for me, I take it further. I would ask them, I would be a bit, I would say thick skin, be more honest. I say, okay, I see that you are interested. I see that you buy the idea, but what is the thing that you don't buy? You don't come in. I will just be very straight to them, because they see so much goodness in this. Is this the money? I will ask them, is it the investment amount, or is it because you really feel that it's not a fit? It's just question. The number one skill that I learned from my publishing house is probing. You just have to keep asking questions. A lot of people are fearful to ask questions, to be direct. But the problem is, this is your opportunity. It's like, okay, example, if today you met the one that you love so much, and you only have that 5 minutes to say, would you marry me? And you just miss it. And that's the end. It's the same thing it's the same thing with a sales opportunity. Like your clients down there, you already engage with them. They already show interest, but what is the thing that is stopping them from moving further with you? So I would ask them that question, and most of them will say money. It's not about the opportunity. Most of them will say about money, because it's an investment. Why would they want to park the money? They see that a lot of opportunity, but it's still moving out from comfort zone. It's still what do you call it? It's something that is out of their comfort zone, and they are not used to it. They know that is the idea, but because it's regarding about money, maybe because a lot of them are very conservative. They have been in the trade for many years. They will go by the traditional media, and I share with them, you already spent. Okay, I will ask them, how much do you spend? Okay, if that's your budget, what if today I can offer you this? What if I can offer you this? Would you be considered? But I will maybe speak to my publisher and come up with a special package or customized package, because it seems that you are very interested in collaborating with me and coming in for this book. And furthermore, this book there's a giving back also, because I love to give back, and a part of the book sales proceed will go to charity. So if you like that whole concept, why not let me go back with my publisher and discuss with them what kind of other package that we can come up that can suit your budget. And if they are good, then I'll say, will you be good about it, or you will just give to this totally a miss because it doesn't make sense to you? So this is where I come from. This is like the level 2. Definitely there's also a tier 3 that I will also propose to them. But normally at tier 2, if it go through, it goes through. If it does not go through, it's just that it doesn't suit them. Yeah. So that's where I would say that you have to stand in their shoes to understand what is beneficial for them, because different clients have different needs. And before that, you need to do homework. You need to understand where are they parking their money at, and all that can be during the conversation you have with them by asking questions. Because this is a business opportunity. You have to ask them, where are your money? Where are your money put? Why do I ask all this? So that I have a better context, whether can I provide the opportunity for you? Is to get all this information. It's like if you want to fight a war, you need to know what your enemy has. Your enemy has machine guns, fighter jet, and all that stuff. You need to know all that. You cannot go into a war without any preparation, without any intel. There's a saying, like, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. It's the same thing. Yeah. So when you want to propose your business, or you propose your product or services, you need to plan, you need to strategize. A lot of authors, a lot of people who go for funding, they just go in and ask. But the problem is there's no strategy. Like I mentioned, when they propose the initial package, and when their clients say no, they don't go further to ask. There's no tier 2, tier 3. They will stuck at 1 and say no is no. But the problem is, if the clients can hear you for so long, for you to explain so much, and even to meet up or even to arrange a Zoom call, it means there are opportunity. It's whether can you cater the opportunity, can you grab the opportunity with a customized proposal. I always believe in customizing. So I have clients that don't need this, don't need that. I say, it's okay. You let me know what are the things that you don't need. Okay, I work out something for you. And maybe replace something that is more suitable for you, maybe more up to date. So it's about the relationship and really feel for them. If your clients genuinely feel that you are caring for them and what are the mileage you can do more for them, or even to come up with a strategy that they don't need to come up with the money, they can sell your book using their network, whatever. There's a lot of 101 ways for you to do out. It's about how creative you can be. So I would say that approaching the clients, you have to have a strategy. So to feel for them, and also have this mindset of 1 is to 100. Why would I say that? Like our publisher say, you have to go out to 100 people. If let's say you are targeting at getting 5 or 10, 5% is a bit more conservative, but 10 is a bit too much. But I would debate and say that 5 is very high already. Most people will have 1. Yeah, 1 out. Okay. You must have that preparation that it will be 1 out of 100. So that when you have 1 or you have none, you will not be that disappointed. Because from 1 to 0 is not that far. But if you expect, okay, I approach 100, I have 10, and you have none, you fall badly. And that's where a lot of them that I see that they gave up. And I ask them, how many have you approached? Oh, I approached 5. And you give up after 5? So which is normal. So when and that's where I say that our publisher didn't even share with us, do out a list of 100. And don't expect it to, you have all the 100 or even 50%. Look at positively 5. With that 5, you're able to find your book. So it's everything is planned there. But it's always the strategy behind the mindset. They always have the mindset, okay, they say 5, I would have 5. I would have 5. Would you have 5? Let's say okay, I always like to use analogy like relationship. Like if you want to have a girlfriend, would you just go for 1 and just get that 1 girlfriend? The possibility is pretty low.
It's very rare. Yeah,
it's very rare. It's very rare. So would I say that if you go out to 100 ladies and ask them to be your girlfriend, definitely there will be 1 out of 100 will say yes. And maybe that 1 that say yes may not be your cup of tea, but it's okay. So I always like to use this very layman analogy to share with people about sales, about the mindset, and it's also okay that nobody buys your idea, nobody buys your vision. Just move on to the next one, because like in Singapore, now we have 5 million people. Definitely there will be 1 people that buy your idea. And you don't need that. Don't need that much. You only need 5 that really believe in your vision, that supported you out of this 5 million. It's a matter of whether do you want to go out to reach out to them. And that also pull me back to why do I say that your investor, your sponsor, your advertisers can come from anybody. It's how you craft your proposal. Because a book is just a vehicle. It's how you use it. Like our publisher, he positioned it as a marketing tool. So if you use it as a marketing tool, there's a lot of creative ways that you can do it. And I've shared with Jack, in fact, now to date, I have about 10 sponsors, big and small sponsors, advertisers. And until lately, why I got it funded? Because I went more creative. I went to approach people that has the cash, but do not know where to park their money because of market volatility and stuff like that. So I went a bit creative and said, because I go for a lot of networking session, I went to be more creative. So I asked them, so okay, what do you do with your savings? What do you do with extra cash and stuff like that? Yeah. So if you're open, why not I share my idea? That my idea is to invest in my book. So I share with them with a proposal that the ROI, I would say that after I close that investor, which I never expected, or I would say that the investor will come in, but what are the terms and conditions? What are the things that you're giving back to the person that the person cannot reject? And when my friends say, hey, Kenan, wow, you got such good deal. Why you didn't look for me? I did look for you, but you say you're not free, ma. So stuff like that. So I would say you have to be more creative. And when that investor comes in, which is, I've approached a lot of people, because there's only so much that people can leverage on the book. And if the book does not have anything to do with them, you have to go more creative in terms of business, in terms of investment. So when I do that, I would say that other than the main core advertisers to come in, I would say that I would have approached about 80 over. But initially, I was very comfortable. I thought, okay, our publisher said that we go for 100. I said, with my experience, maybe I'll go with 50. But I kind of regret. Why? Because with 50, I would say the conversion rate is okay. The conversion rate I have about, out of 50, I have 5, which is 10%.
10%, really good.
Which is pretty high. Because the relationship, everything is there and makes sense to them, but which is high. But the problem is I need more. So I was thinking, wow, I have 50 on the list. I need to build the list. What am I going to do?
To continue cracking the entrepreneur code, subscribe for more episodes and download the Amazon bestseller, Cracking the Entrepreneur Code, 7 Tips to Build the Business You Always Wanted at crackingentrepreneur.com. Learn more about author and host Jack H.M. Wong and book your 30-minute discovery session to overcome any professional challenge at jackhmwong.com/apply.